This is Lostock, one of ICI Mond Division's key production sites. This film describes why it's here, what it does, and outlines the contribution it makes to the local and national economy. The site's purpose is to meet the commercial needs of its customers. This prime task has to be achieved in a safe and cost-effective way, with careful regard to the interests of the site's employees, the surrounding communities, and the company's shareholders. Lostock employs 640 people, with probably another 1,500 people outside the site dependent on its success for their livelihood. The site contributes £8 million a year to the progress and prosperity of the community through employee wages and salaries, company and employee taxes, and through the rates bill. Lostock's business is bulk chemicals. Nearly 500,000 tonnes a year of chemical products pass over this weighbridge or leave the site by rail on their way to customers at home and abroad. It's the earnings from the sales of these chemical products that have built the site as it is today. It is those earnings which will sustain it in the future, making possible the continued employment opportunities and community contributions which are dependent on the site's success. Lostock's livelihood depends on its customers, but its lifeblood is a basic raw material found 2 miles to the east and between 600 and 1,000 feet below ground. It's salt. And every day, the staff of Lostock's brine field at Holford, using modern monitoring systems centered on a sophisticated control room, make it their business to extract it. They draw about 15 million gallons of water daily from local rivers and streams, before pumping it down nearly 80 working boreholes, where it dissolves solid salt in the strata before returning to the surface as brine, a saturated solution of salt and water. Holford can produce 90,000 tonnes of brine a day. The extraction process is called solution mining. It's a controlled system of brine winning, and one which doesn't harm this 4,000-acre green environment. In fact, solution mining creates useful underground cavities. Their size and shape is carefully controlled, and land subsidence never occurs. Some of the cavities are used to store ethylene for other ICI sites, and natural gas for British Gas. The immensely long geological life of the salt strata also means that the cavities are ideal for the safe disposal of waste materials, which are inevitable in the manufacture of alkali products in Cheshire. Holford's brine is important as a raw material for Lostock, and it's crucial to the whole of Mond Division.
ICI has been investing something of the order of £2 million a year to maintain the development of the Holford brine field. In current terms, the development represents an investment of well over £100 million. Efforts are made to carry out our operations economically, but with as little interference as possible to the environment and to the use of the land for agriculture. Brine is the essential feed material to many of the division's product streams, and to that end, Brine and Water Section are responsible for a total of some 120 miles of pipelines between the various sites in the division.
Before brine is used to produce a whole range of chemicals for modern living, impurities must first be removed from the crude brine to create a high-quality raw material for downstream users within Lostock itself and at other divisional sites. This treatment is carried out at Lostock's Brine Purification plant, and the liquor is then ready for use in the production processes. The brine that is pumped from Lostock goes to produce white salt at Winsford and Runcorn, alkalis at Winnington, and chlorine and caustic soda at Runcorn. But Lostock retains a substantial quantity for use within the site in the production of soda ash and chlorine. Soda ash production lies at the heart of Lostock's activities. It's produced in a modernised plant with a power station recently converted to burn coal instead of expensive oil, to enable the plant to retain its competitive edge into the future. Over 300 customers and other works operations depend on the soda ash plant's ability to supply their needs reliably, at high quality and at economically acceptable costs. Good plant operation and maintenance both play their part in this achievement.
We can produce about 400,000 tonnes a year of soda ash, well over 1,000 tonnes a day. The plant is complicated, made up of a series of units, all interdependent, and it requires good availability of the plant to produce ash efficiently. That means we need good planning and organisation of the maintenance work to keep costs under control and make sure plants are back online as quickly as possible. On our boiler plant, we raise steam and generate power for the site. And to do this, we can burn coal, oil and hydrogen as fuels. This fuel cost is a large part of the soda ash product cost, and we must optimise its use. We have achieved a position as one of the lowest cost operating plants producing soda ash in Europe. We're one of a family of ICI alkali producers throughout the world. Our colleagues at Winnington, in Pakistan, Kenya and Australia all supply chemicals with a wide range of applications.
Soda is an important product for Lostock. And one which becomes an important raw material for other major industries producing glass, detergents and chemicals. Even bath salts owe their origins to soda. Lostock produces crets for this purpose. The end product sells over the counters of the high street chemists and supermarkets. An intermediate stage in soda ash production provides the ingredients for one of Lostock's high-tech products. This product is Winnerfill and depends on the limestone from Mons Tunstead Quarry near Buxton in Derbyshire, which is a raw material for Winnerfill as well as soda ash. Winnerfill is a sophisticated filler used in sealant systems, and it adds performance benefits to the products which include it. It gives the non-drip effect to the car underseals used by most motor manufacturers in Europe and the USA. Bonding car windscreens using polyurethane sealants containing Winnerfill is another big business area for the product. And from boats to skyscrapers, applications are being found where Winnerfill provides the sealing, waterproofing or bonding qualities which modern construction methods demand. Alaprene, like Winnerfill, is another medium-scale but significant business for Lostock. Both these products make a substantial contribution to Mons Resins business group. Alaprene finds its uses in surface coatings. It's a chlorinated rubber resin which goes into heavy-duty paints used to protect steel structures on land and sea. The product is also used in ink and paper treatment and the paints used for road marking. The chlorine used for Alaprene manufacture is another important Lostock product. Chlorine is a basic building brick for many chemicals with widespread use. It's a vital ingredient of plastics for consumer products and solvents for engineering and dry cleaning users. Even drinking water relies on chlorine for its purity. Chlorine is produced by passing electricity through brine. Both the production and storage of chlorine are regulated by the Health and Safety Executive. ICI's design and operating standards are second to none. The chlorine plant houses a modern and safe diaphragm cell unit. This chlorine production equipment has both good electrical running costs and a satisfactory environmental performance. Lostock is in the forefront of chemical research and technology with its FM21 chlorine membrane cell. This technology, developed on this site, is now being licensed to chlorine producers worldwide. The future for Lostock site as a whole depends on its good business performance. This will be sustained by investment and development programs, in new plants, and especially in people. The training and development of individual employees is a foundation for progress, and attention given to planning and the organization of people at work always pays dividends. Priority on Lostock site is given to safe methods of working. The site's safety record is excellent. So too is its environmental record, strengthened by strong links with the North West Water Authority, the Air Pollution Inspectorate, and other regulatory bodies with an interest in the environment. The company's joint consultation arrangements are a forum for the exchange of ideas which are mutually beneficial and essential to the site's well-being, part of the openness in relationships so important in industrial life. Good neighbourliness is a quality the site values highly. The site makes an active contribution to the needs of local schools and assists a number of community projects which helps improve the quality of life for disadvantaged groups. Lostock, then, is more than just an industrial site producing chemicals. It serves the varied needs of its customers, its staff, the community, and the company and its shareholders as a whole. It's part of Imperial Chemical Industries and reflects the standards and responsibilities established throughout the company. It is these standards which lead to care for customer service and product quality. Customer service counts. Those same standards lead to care for employees. Safety and employment conditions must be right. They lead to care for the environment and the community, because the site and its neighbours are interdependent. And they lead to care for control of costs, a key to business success.
You have seen here some of the activities and ideas which make Lostock tick. My task as site manager is to help everyone who works here to provide the best products and service for our customers that we can manage. We have to do that safely, effectively and economically, and with regard for our employees and the community alike. Everybody in the factory contributes to these aims. Our success will enable us to build a lasting and viable future for our operations here and for the people who depend on them.